Hello, ladies and gentlemen. This is National Sports Lawyer here, and welcome back to a brand new video here. As I'm going to do my SRL Premierships Season 5 Round 4 tips there as well. So if you guys don't know what the SRL Premiership is all about, it's basically a simulation of Rugby League Live 4 competition there being held there for an esports competition that be run there on Discord as well, and I'll also lead a link for that one as well. But if you guys are brand new to this channel over here, and if this is your first ever time, if this is the first ever time you're hearing about this esporting competition here, then I will be uh, happy to do much more SRL Premiership content there on this channel as well, as I'm very passionate about it as well. And but yeah, if you guys are brand new to the channel as well, and for more and for more for that, please give it a like and subscribe here to the channel here for more low content there coming in the near future as well. And lads, let's get myself there to 500 subscribers there before the end of February there as well. And let's get it cracking there for this week's tips there for Season 5 SRL Premiership. So as you can see over here, ladies and gentlemen here, as we've got ourselves the team list there. Obviously, they upload their team list there from every captain uh, are, are, are themselves there to ask the commissioner there for the SRL Premiership for themselves as well, as we have got ourselves the first ever game there for round 4, as we've got it at Auckland, New Zealand there, between the New Zealand Warriors and the Penrith Panthers there, when they got absolutely just shocked by a big upset and quite embarrassingly got beaten there by South Sydney there from last week there as well. And for the Warriors, I'm not too sure about them. I didn't really get to watch the game there, to be honest, there as well, since I had many other things there going on as well. So I'll probably maybe watch this and see how these two interfered as well, since they have been, for the last couple of seasons there, they have been, on the highs and lows as well, as the Penrith Panthers. They had amazing start to the season as well, with Kane, Chubby Kenny absolutely just on fire there until they face up against Souths. Then for the Warriors there, they have a pretty good team there on paper, but there are some few holes as well. Probably in the fullback there is probably lacking some speed as well, as what many others are talking about there at the moment as well. So, nevertheless, let's read the team list there for this match there, which is going to be played at tomorrow there at 5:30 p.m. there at Auckland there in the Rugby Live 4 as well, or mods as well for the overhaul. A modder shout out to them over here as well. Nevertheless, let's get into it. So for the New Zealand Warriors here, for the team list here, we have Chance Bunce at fullback. On the wings, we have Nihana Broughton Thompson on the wing, and Isaac Simons there. In the centres there as well, we have Nikau Artier and Shane Walker. And on the halves, we have Joshua Corcoran and Jay White there at halfback. In the for the props, we have Daniel Ingo and Rex Slattery, also a former South Sydney player as well. And in the hooker position there, we have Jai McCartney. In the back rows there, we have Liam Rogers and David Barner. At lock, we have Patrick Corcoran. On the bench for the utility there, we have John Nanai. And for the rest there, number 15 there, Daniel Chieti, Snicker Bro, also a rookie there for the New Zealand Warriors as well, and Ryan Lawrence there. Now for the Premier Panthers there, for the visitors. For fullback there, Kane McKinney. On the wings, we have Nathan Fisher and and Jacob Morrison there as well. Interesting there to see him of the centers as well. In the centers, we have Cody Mantle and Nate Pute. In the halves, with Arshay Alay and Ash Crutch there. Moving to moving to halfback there. In the props, we have Luke Melkis and Lachlan Sinclair. At hooker there, we have Daniel Hellyer. And in the backgrounds there, we have the captain himself there, Lachlan Martin. And also in the backgrounds as well, Kalen Irwin. And for lock there, we have Daniel Punch. And for the utility there, we have Corda Diab. And for the rest there, number 15 there, Ollie Pace. 16 there, Ben Punch there. And for number 17 is Talis Riff. Now, this is a pretty close game. This game could go either way here as well, to be honest. But um, both fullbacks there are absolutely just incredible there on the kick return. I'll say K. Chumacani there is much more better on the kick return there at the moment compared to Chance Bunce. But you know, Chance Bunce can still make his runs there. So on the kick return there, where he can run from New Zealand there all the way to the Great Barrier Reef there as well. Um, so yeah, both of the backlines there are pretty good as well. There are a few changes there to the Premier Panthers as well, with Morrison there staying on the wing as well, which I feel like maybe that's gonna work there to get him some pretty easy and early points there for themselves as well, and to get that momentum as well with the hooker as well, with a hell yeah as well, with Melkis, Sinclair, and obviously hoping the bench there is going to be pretty good there uh, to to back him up as well. For the Warriors there, I don't know if they're going to change some things. I mean, basically, every single round is it seems like they're standing with the same old team list as well, and they are playing uh, at home. And yeah. Now, um, how does SRL weekly bets go? You basically go down over here on the SRL Bank one as well, so it does appear as well. And obviously, you have to put in your SRL weekly bets there before the end of Tuesday there at 4 p.m. to on Australian Eastern Standard Time as well. For the direct time, there's 5 p.m. and for New Zealand time, if you are watching this as well, and if you are pick your tips as well for this week there from New Zealand, it will end there at 7 p.m. as well. And yeah, is obviously for multiple choice as well. Now for these tips as well, it's much more different there compared to, I think yeah, it's much more advanced than what it is there. Well, to the MLR and this and that. And yes, now Panthers man, I think with a couple changes there as well. I'm gonna go for the Premier Panthers there to win it in a close one there. I'm gonna say, well, the same old Warriors, man. I'm gonna say the Premier Panthers are gonna clap back from last week, and I reckon the Premier Panthers are gonna win this by 9 to 12. I could say 30 plus, but I feel like the Warriors are going to be pretty strong as well in the game as well. So I'm going to say the Premier Panthers are going to win this by 9 to 12. I'm going to say first try scorer there as well. I'm going to say it's going to be from Jacob Morrison. I'm going to go for my halftime score there to be the Premier Panthers there to be up by 12 points. Let's go with 12 points. All. Actually. And yeah. I'm gonna go for my man of the match. I'm gonna go for Kane. No. Actually. I'm just gonna check the team list there. Quickly. Where is it again? Here it is. I'm gonna go. Actually gonna go. Um, I'm gonna go for Kane Chap McKinney there. To get man of the match as well. I know that rugby live for there. They love choosing the hookers. And the halves and this and that for most of the times there this and that. So I know that it kind of can be unrealistic based on rugby life for our algorithm and this and that. So yeah, I mean, to be honest, man, I don't really care about on how live for rates for men of the match for themselves and this and that. Especially my tip as well. So I'm gonna go for the full time score. So no, for my specials, of course. For my anytime try score there, I'm gonna go. Let's go for. I'm gonna go for. I'll say. Um, you know what? I'm gonna go for. Ooh, mm, let's go with Rex Slattery. Yeah, I'm gonna go for Rex Slattery there for my anytime try score there. And I'm gonna say the most try assists there. I'm gonna say it's gonna come off there from Ash Croucher. And um I'm going to say the most running meters there is obviously going to be from Kane Chap McKinney. And I'm going to go for my full time score here for the 9 to 12 there. I'm going to say the Parent Panthers here are going to win it by, let's go with 30 points there to 18. Yep, I'm gonna go for the parent Panthers there to win their Mount Smart Stadium there 30 points to 18. Now, ladies and gentlemen, for the next game here, it is being played at Brookvale Oval there as well, which I know in real life there it's called 4 Points Park. But for the next game there at 7:30 p.m. as well, I believe it is. Yeah, it's on 7:30 p.m. as well. On also on Tuesdays as well. So this will be taking place there a few minutes after the Warriors and the Panthers game as well. As we've got the Manly One Winged Seagulls against my team there, the Premier Eagles as well as my name as well. Playing myself in locked as well. Yes, I know that is my real name as well. So yeah, I'm pretty sure you know who I am as well if you are in the SRL itself. But nevertheless, let's get straight into the team list over here as we're going to start for the home side as well. For Manly, we have a fullback there, Chaz Dingo. On the wings, we have Malachi Booth, Tyler Weston there. In the centers there, we have Dylan Sharpie, Ethan Goodwin. In the halves, with Will Kay, Cole Lewis. In the props, we have Brad Goodwin and Milo Kierrigan. And for the hooker there, we have Blair Curtin. On the back rows there, we have Jesse Bennett and Hayden Melert. And for the locked as well, the skip himself there, we have Matthew Harris. For the bench as well, for the utility as well, we have Lennox Prakash. For the rest there, 15, Creed, Alexander Chapman, Anthony Delaney, Jimmy, Ralph, and that's pretty much the whole team list there for Manly. Now, for my team, as a vice captain there, also with the captain as well of a Luke shot there as well. Let's get into my team's team list there against the Seagulls there, Tuesday, 7:30 p.m. At fullback there, we have Brody Kennedy. On the wings, we have Thomas Madonka and Michael Crimp. On the centers there, we have Alistair Russell and Shannon Freeburn. On the halves, we have Cherry Evans and John Marshall there as well, starting his halfback position there at halfback as well. So congrats there to him, to that lad. For our captain there, Luke Short. On the hooker there, we have Levi Ramian. On the other prop there, also coming out of the back rows there as well. No, sorry, no, he does start a prop. Then, my bad there. For the if you are watching this video, right now, there, son. John for there at number 10. For back rows there, we have Christian McKay and Effie McDonald, and for myself there as a vice captain as well. Myself, Attila said that. And for the utility bench as well, we have Logan Schmidt there. For the rest, we have Justin Barisic, Jason Farah, and Blake Harris there as well. And lads, my tip as well. Obviously, I'm gonna back boys here, and I'm gonna say we're gonna win this in a tight one here. I think Manly are going to be for it still. They still have some pretty good players as well, and I reckon we're going to win this again. I know we won by 1-4 there in the tight one as well against the Raiders, but I reckon we're going to win this. Okay? Here it is. We're going to win this by 1-4 against the Seagulls. Where is it? Yeah, we're gonna win this by 1-4 here as well. And yeah, I'm gonna go for the first try scorer as well to be scored off there from Brody Kennedy as well. I'm gonna go for the halftime score there to be off by. I'm gonna go with 12 points to nil, and I'm gonna say that yeah, I'm gonna say 12 points to nil there at half time. I reckon that's a pretty bold prediction there for myself as well, since we're not the greatest higher quality team as well others do expect, but never underestimate us as we did cause a big upset there against the runners up there as well, especially face up against a former Parramatta Eels player as well, who also played for us for the last 2 seasons as well. And I'm gonna go for man of the match there. I'm gonna say my man of the match is going to go for I'm gonna go for you know what I'm gonna go for Cherry Evans, man. I reckon he's gonna go absolutely just amazing forward. His kick game as well. If he can execute the grabs there on our opponent's 10 as well, I reckon we're gonna get some easy points as well, fast going as well, and it's going to suck the life that our Manly's defense as well. And yeah, I'm gonna go for my specialty as well. I'm gonna go for anytime try scorer as well to be Michael Crimp. I'm gonna go for Cherry Evans there to get at least 2 try assists as well. And I'm gonna say for the most running meters as well, I'm gonna say Jordan Ford there to at least run more than 120 running meters there for himself as well. He just maxed out his strength as well. So I'm hoping he's gonna get some tackle breaks and some light breaks there for himself as well. So he will be very hard there to stop as well. Jordan Ford there, and I'm gonna say the full time score there is gonna be 16-12 in favour of us. Now, lads, we're gonna move on to the third match there for round 4 as well for season 5 SRL. It is going to be between the Newcastle Knights and the South Sydney Rebels there at McDonald Joe Stadium there. This match here will be played there on Wednesday there as well at 5:30 p.m. And yeah, let's read the team list here for the third match. Now, starting at fullback there for the Newcastle Knights as well, they have Jack O'Neill. On the wingers there, they have Maverick Oldfield and Robbie Elms. In the centers there, they have Mark Iron and Dom Pongston. And in the halves there, they have Isaac Edwards there and Matthew Vaughan. And the props there have Logan Strange and Robert Mobiston. And in the hooker position there, they have Mark Lee. In the back rows there for the Knights, they have Pete Verretta there. Going to play his first of a game there in the Newcastle Knights colours as well. You have Manu Fa'afili. For the locker position as well, we have Bo Salah. In the bench utility spot as well, we have Alex Christie. For the rest there in the bench as well, we have Sabaf Tuyua, Lachlan Tierney, Dylan Murray, and that's pretty much it there for the Newcastle Knights team list. Now for the Southampton Rebels there as well, at fullback there they have Tyrone Clay, Josh Cart there. On the wings there they have Jai Collins as well. They have, on the centres there they have Chase Williams, Aaron White, and for the halves there they have Liam Ryan, Joshua Butterfield. For the props, they have Mason Remy, Matt Downey. For the hooker position, they have James Frone. For the back rows, they have Dustin Richards there, Hayden Davis. And for the lock position as well, Aaron O'Hea. For the utility bench there, they have Luke Driscoll. For the rest, they have number 15 there, Ash Turner, Jack Tedesco, and Kevin Dixon there. Now, South City, man, they have been on an extremely winning streak there at the moment as well, shocking every other team as well. Also, the high flying penalty Penrith Panthers there as well. And yeah, but I feel like South Sydney here also playing away. I know the Newcastle Knights for the sets as well. I feel like they need to prove it as well. And if they can't execute the sets as well, I reckon Souths are going to get another win as well. But I reckon Newcastle here, I reckon they're going to end South Sydney's winning streak as well, and I'm going to say Newcastle's going to win this by 1-4. So yep, I'm going to say my first ever try scorer there for Newcastle Knights there is going to be it's going to be Dom Pongaston. I'm going to say my halftime score there is going to be I'm going to say South Sydney there, going to be up by 16 points to 12. But my man of the match here is going to be I'm going to say Mark Lee there is going to be man of the match. I'm going to say my anytime try scorer there is going to be Pete Veretto. I'm going to say that I'm going to say Isaac Edwards there is going to give himself 2 try assists as well. I know. Actually, my bad. I'm going to say Mark Lee is going to get 2 try assists, and I'm going to say the most running minutes as well. I'm going to say Jack O'Neill is going to run more than 100. Sorry, I'm going to say more than let's go with 160 running meters there as well. And I'm going to go for my full-time score here with the Newcastle Knights to win this by, and I'm going to say they're going to win it in a tight one there with South Sydney there to miss the conversion there for Newcastle Knights there to hold on there at home there, 22 points to 20, and yeah, it's absolutely just fantastic as well. So yep. That's my. I think I did say my man of the match there as well, Jack O'Neill. Yeah. I think I did. No, no, no. It was Michael Lee. My bad. And that's pretty much it there for the third match there for round 4. And lastly, the last of the game there for this round as well, as the Brisbane Broncos there do have the bye for round 4 as well, is between the Canberra Raiders and the North Queensland Cowboys there being played at GIO Stadium there. Also on the Wednesday there as well to end it all for the round there at 7:30 p.m. there as well. So let's go through the Green Machines team list as well. So for the Canberra Raiders there, they have Ellie Barnes there, a fullback there as well. On the wings they have Xavier Demanda there and Marshall Edwards as well. In the centers as well, they have John Boy Mavia and Jason Alomo. Alomo, my bad for pronouncing his last name wrong. In the halves, they have Sione Matazi UC and Luke Thompson. On the props, they have Samuel Lillard and John Lewis. And in the hooker position, there's Wall, who was also a former Parramatta Eels player as well for the SRL. Tim James. In the backroom, there's Will have uh, Rahul Kowal and Wally Allen. In the lock uh, position as well have T Wang Giahu Wihu, and on the utility bench as well, they have Ben Arnold, and for the rest of as well for the Canberra Raiders as well have Aaron uh, Leondis and Alexi Tua and Charlie Rossini there. Now on to the North Queensland Cowboys there. The visitors there. At fullback there they have Titaro Maxwell. On the wings they have Luca Moscow and Bunty Kimbolo. And in the centers as well have Johnny uh, Columbus and Cameron Hodgson. In the halves they have Damien um, Moana, Hugh Snowden as well, starting at halfback. In the props they have Casey Namana and Stace DePace. In the hooker position as well, they have Thomas Wallace there. In the back rows they have Jamal Kaliskald as well, and Kobe Johnson there. In the lock position as well for the skipper as well, Chris Lord. For the utility players as well, they have Coven Walmsley, and in the bench uh, position there for the rest as well, they have Kieran Wells, Taylor Uamatangi as well, starting the bench as well. Quite interesting as well to make a few changes as well, and Inado T Curry. Now the Raiders there, obviously they got upset there against the Premier Eagles as well. And going into this week as well, they really need to get back to form as well, since they have not been in the great start there to the season itself, and going up against a Cable side where they just changed the consistent starting fullback there as well, starting on number 16 as well, is going to be interesting there to see. I'm not sure how it's going to go with Tiro Maxwell, um, but I think the Canberra. I'm not sure how they're doing with the upgrades as well. I heard maybe the fullback there, they are still pretty good there as well. But I feel like maybe if they are going to upgrade the right amount of upgrades there to get to play that type of style that is going to weaken uh, the current Premier side as well, especially playing at home as well, is going to be very interesting there to see. And I reckon Canberra, man, this could go either way as well. The SRL is a competition as well where you never know what's going to happen as well. It's like four AIs are pretty shit and also quite stupid there at the same time as well, and can do some pretty crazy and insane crazy shit there as well in live four games there. So I'm gonna say the Canberra Raiders here. I reckon the Canberra Raiders here are going to win this. I reckon Raiders here going to win it by. Let's go with no, no. I'll go with 5 to 8 as well. I reckon it's going to be a bit scrappy here from both sides as well. And I'm going to say my first ever try scorer there is going to be let's go with Marshall Edwards as well. I'm going to say my halftime score as well is going to be pretty low scoring there. I'm going to say the Canberra Raiders here are probably going to be up by, I'll say that the Canberra Raiders are going to take the lead here by 14 points to 6. I'm going to say my man of the match here is going to be Ellie Barnes there, and I'm going to say that my special there is going to be my anytime try scorer there as well is going to be Luke Moscow. My two try assistants as well is probably going to be Luke Thompson as Luke Thompson, and the most random is as well. I'm gonna say it's going to be I'm gonna say I'll probably say Ellie Barnes as well. To run more than 200 running meters as well. And I'm going to say my full-time squad here is going to be the Canberra Raiders here to win it in a quite scrappy one as well. I'm going to say Canberra here to win it by, um, I'm going to say 20 points to 12 here as well. I reckon it's going to be quite a mid-low scoring match as well. I reckon, yeah, there'll probably be about like two or yeah, there'll be about like two tries there in the second half as well. And yeah, I reckon Canberra going to clap back there from the uh, embarrassing loss there against the Premier Eagles as well. And yeah, with the Brisbane Broncos there for the bye for this week there. That's pretty much it. Going to be for the SRL Premiership tips there for round 4 there for season 5 as well. Uh, I hope you guys do enjoy this first ever tip videos there for the for the for the SRL Premiership as well. Sorry if I spit as well. Yeah, if you guys are brand new to the channel here as well, please give it a like and subscribe here to the channel as well for more low content there coming in the near future there. And let's get off to 500 subscribers as well. And lads, I think I have done my rambling around here quite enough. And ladies and gentlemen, this has been National Sports Lawyer here. Take care and peace.
I'm coming in hot.